and then the goblins will run into the base. Ooh, just as the Uruk crossbowmen are spawned, the fire drakes send out a flame, and a lot of those Uruk but crossbowmen are dying. Welcome to Command per Middle Earth. My name is Enrique and this is DeRidder. We are going into Goblins versus Isengard. It is Orcy versus DeRidder. DeRidder is currently based in Australia, but he is a Dutchie by heart. So this is one of my my Dutch friends. They're gonna play in Iron Mountains. It's a 15-minute game, so pretty quick game. One of the shorter games in this series, and they've never played each other. Orcy and DeRidder never played each other because this is a new account for Orcy. It is it's a reset for him. He's like, okay, I don't want those stats that I had. I want to start over, and blessings to him. That means that the map mastery for this account for him is 4 games played total in Iron Mountains, and DeRidder played this 8 times. DeRidder is not really a fan of this game map, I'm assuming, because in total DeRidder has played almost 100 and more than 150 games. 170 something, 72. Yeah, the global matchup, it's Goblins versus Isengard. Orcy only lost once, played this matchup once and lost it. DeRidder played this matchup 29 times and won it 25 times. So Isengard is, so DeRidder is very, very comfortable playing Goblins. Playing against Goblins as Isengard. Orcy currently the number 17 player on the ladder. DeRidder is the number 8 player on the ladder. We are... if you want to join me on stream, if you look on the left side, we have DeRidder in the chat. If you want to be part of this live recording, go to twitch.tv/Enrique707 and there we can have a chat. I can help you get into the game and set everything up for you, but also we can just hang out and have some fun games like free-for-alls or 2v2s, or watch me play Arena 1 vs 1s, which I'm not very good at. But without further ado, let's go to Iron Mountains and watch Orcy play DeRidder. Welcome to the Iron Mountains. It is Orcy versus DeRidder. DeRidder obviously top right, playing Isengard, the faction he loves most and is the best at playing. Orcy playing Goblins in the bottom left, and he opens with a quick Goblin cave. That means that there is going to be Goblin warriors on the front very, very fast, almost too fast, because Mr. Isengard, DeRidder, just built his Uruk pit, and the first Goblin warriors are already on the field. They have to run there, unfortunately. They are very fast, so that's not a real problem, but there is no tunnel. Normally when you play this kind of matchup as the Goblins, you have like a forward tunnel somewhere. And that forward tunnel is going to make your units appear basically in the base of your opponent. This time he's going to run there, and DeRidder is opening pikes. The pikes are going to have a little bit of a trouble chasing and catching up with the Goblin warriors. However, they are very good at harassing. The bats spotted out the vulnerable furnace very well. Orcy dodging the fortress, and he is going to take down the furnace. Spotting the Goblins this early. Oh, he's not targeting very well, but spotting the Goblins this early. DeRidder knows this has been a very early cave start. He is surrounding the Goblin warriors with pikes and building a wall hub. That means that even though the Goblins are very fast, they won't be able to do a lot of damage. Here come the crossbows. The crossbows are going to protect the bot lane, and the pikes are going to protect top lane. It is not going to be a problem. The pressure helps Orcy in a way that he only needs to build tunnels now, because he doesn't need to be worried that Isengard is taking down his tunnels. As you may have noticed, there is a Warg Pack battalion who's gonna deal with the speedy Goblins, but they're not speedy enough for the pretty much indestructible units. And the early aggression not really paying off. Cave Troll is losing his life, and Orky is compensating his early aggression with a lot of money, taking down that Cave Troll. Meanwhile, Mr. DeRidder is taking down a Warg Layer, getting himself some more money. The crossbowman still there protecting the Goblin warriors, Goblin the furnace to fight off the Goblin warriors. Orky is not doing so well. He can't do any damage to the Ridder. The Ridder in a very strong position. If we look at the map, we have Cave Trolls coming out. Cave Troll getting his stick. And the stick will do some damage. Because the stick is very good against against Warg packs. But also very good against archers, not so good against pikes unless you micro it properly. And more money in the pocket for Orky. There is a little bit of money for the Ridder. And let's look at the Ridder. He has 500 command points, Orky's 550. He is economically a little bit stronger. He has a little bit more money because he has the Cave Troll, but the Warg Riders and the Warg Pack take down the Goblin Cave, which gives him a little bit of money. Equally so. With those boosts in money, the Cave Troll spots the archers and is gonna take down the furnace again. Or at least the very first furnace, because there hasn't been a furnace lost yet. And Orky spotting a lot of those Uruk crossbowmen. The Uruk crossbowmen are oh, sheesh, that is almost a dead Cave Troll. Uruk crossbowmen are pretty good at killing Cave Trolls when they are bunched up like this. They have a lot of potential damage. And yeah, this is a strong position to have for Isengard, just being in the middle of the map. But there's one Cave Troll in the back taking down furnaces, and he's being pushed off by pikes. But I feel like a Cave Troll with those with that stick is gonna be able to kill the pikes. The Warg Riders has been pushed off by the armies of the Goblins. The Goblins needs to defend, because he has to swarm the little bit of forward units of Isengard, but it's not as easy as you might think, because there's trample problems that Orky needs to deal with. But here comes Orky finding a few lone pikes. Those pikes are gonna die through it. They have 75% extra defense and armor. But they're not doing a lot of damage here. Builder going down, that's useful. A Cave Troll is not going down, that's not useful. But yeah, Isengard a little bit out of position. He's now being flanked by the armies of Orky. And the Goblins are debuffed by the Carabanes. Oh, the Cave Trolls just running through the pikes and are now stuck. They are kind of like buffering, but there is a big stick that is destroying the Uruk crossbowman. This battle goes towards Orky. While the army is bot lane, there is nothing in the base, and the tunnel, level 2 tunnel for Orky goes down to a Warg Rider's backstab. The level 2 troll with the stick is running away from the slow pikes. And he did a lot of damage. He takes down a lot of those furnaces. But it's time for Orky to attack. He now follows up his defense with an offense. Furnace just built by the Ridder immediately going down. Orc archers are chasing the builder. Builder quickly building a tower. The lookout tower will make sure that the damage doesn't go through. And fire drakes on the field will kill the pikes, and are going to chase the Uruk crossbows. If you want to kill fire drakes, you need a lot of crossbows, because there's only 3 of those in a battalion. And if you have crossbows, all the arrows will go into, well, 3 units, so the damage is very focused. Here are so wildmen to try and kill all the crossbowmen, but there's a trample by the cavalry of DeRidder. Wildmen not very successful for Orcy, and Orcy has an army top lane. Destroying a combo for Isengard, and the Fire Drake Brute is freely doing the damage, burning up the crossbowmen. Pikes are gonna try and do some damage, but the pikes are not gonna do any damage to these fire drakes, at least not enough. Fire drakes are healing and running away, and top lane we have Orcy pushing and taking down a lot of those furnaces. Bot lane we have some hurt units for Orcy. They are gonna be spotted by the Crabane on a fortress, and the Warg Riders are going to attack the bot lane. Crossbowmen and pikes are centered to defend. There is only 500 command point of units on the field for Isengard. He lost so many furnaces. He has a 625 command limit. There is Warchant being used on the Goblins to destroy a furnace quicker. And DeRidder is sending his unit stop to try and protect it. But the builder is going down as the Fire Drakes are now 2 battalions of Fire Drakes. That is going to melt furnaces very, very quickly. Meanwhile, the counter attack of DeRidder is being thwarted by some pikes, and he is not controlling them because he has more problems. He needs to split his army, he needs to send things stop, but the moment he sends things stop, the goblins are so fast they're just gonna run away, and then the goblins will run into the base. Ooh, just as the Uruk crossbowmen are spawned, the fire drakes send out a flame, and a lot of those Uruk but crossbowmen are dying. And the DeRidder is returning. He is retreating again. He is spreading thin and now loses production. No more Uruk pit. He did rebuild it, but it's unfortunate that it has to go this way as the trample is trying to get in. But there is Marauder still alive. So it's very difficult to trample anything, as every harassing battalion of Orcy has some pikes with them. 575 command point limit for the DeRidder. Orcy is on 1000. The eco lead tells the tale. The moment there's 1000 command points ready, they can have so many units on the field. It doesn't even need to be an eco advantage. You can build like a lot of tunnels just inside of your base to have that 1000 command point limit. Having that 1000 command point limit just makes it so that you can flood the map very easily. Top lane is attacking the same time as bot lane is attacking, the same time as mid lane is attacking. Isengard can only defend one, but he is choosing the wrong one because the fire drakes will destroy all the cav. The cav running into the pike, not very good. And the tower goes down. Defensive tower is very expensive, 800 resources building around-ish. And the fire arrows on the crossbowmen is a very smart choice because the fire drakes are very vulnerable to fire arrows, which is kind of awkward, but it is how it is. There goes a furnace. The level 3 furnace is going down for the marauders because of the marauders, and the attack in the middle has been thwarted by just a lot of arrows from the furnace and the fortress. Actually, the DeRidder with the fire arrows is close enough to save his furnace. Losing a level 2 furnace is a bit of an issue, but the bigger issue is these 2 fire drake brutes. And middle of the map we have a lot of units collecting for the goblin player Orcy. This game is all but won. Or is just one. I don't know, the saying is a bit awkward to say. All but lost. And yeah, I was thinking about the saying. 15 power, spellbook power for Orcy. He is going for that Watcher. Luckily the DeRidder responds very quickly. He did get hit though and loses a lot of his units. The units for Orcy are still safe. He has 1000 in the bank. He just bought something very expensive. Could be as the Spider Riders or Spider Shelob, and gains that money back almost immediately, because there is so many lumber camps that the eco for Orky is just well, unlimited now almost. He is back to 3k, and the crossbowmen are dying to a wildman summon. Fire drakes are chasing, and the DeRidder is surrendering. He calls the GG. Orky, the number 17 player on the ladder, beating the DeRidder. If you want to play this game, it is a free-to-play game. You don't need to buy anything. Just go to bfmeladder.com and download the launcher. If you want to be part of the stream, go to Enrique707, and there I'll be streaming pretty much 3 times a week, I would say. Catch me there and I'll help you set up the game. You can have some fun. We can play some games together, or you'll see me play the game myself and struggling to become a top 200 player. This has been Come On For Me Love. My name is Enrique, and I will see you on later. If you like this video, and if you think this daily idea is pretty awesome to get a little bit of update of the ladder and arena and BFME2 Love, feel free to follow the channel and like the channel, like this video, subscribe to Command Point Middle Earth for more videos, and I will see you on twitch.tv if you want to follow the making of and the production of these videos.